Hello guys, Canada is open with different opportunities. Every day Canada is opening different migration pathway. And this opportunity which I'm introducing to you will give you the opportunity to get a PR, and if you ask me, if it is the easiest PR so far, and you will be able to migrate with your family. This is one of the easiest PR opportunity to move, or the easiest opportunity to move to Canada in 2024. I will teach you everything you need about this program and the step-by-step process for the application, for the visa application. If you are joining me for the first time, then I will encourage you to hit the subscribe button. But if you're my returning subscriber, then hit the likes button and also hit the share button. Remember, the more you do this, then you will uplift me and it will be easier for me to continue to get you more updates. Well, in today's video, I will be talking about Canada RNIP program. And what is this? This is simply the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program. Well, this program is a great program. It is across Canada, and they are trying to get people attracted to the rural area in Canada, which means you will be working in the rural area part of, the rural area in Canada, and this is such a wonderful opportunity. Well, the application process is ending soon. This program is done in different parts of Canada, but today I will be talking about Saskatchewan. And not just Saskatchewan, but a particular province or a particular community in Saskatchewan, which is called the Mojo community. Well, the Mojo community today have listed and they've published the priority list, the priority occupation in 2024 for their community. An application is going to begin by January 17th. And it's going to end on January 31st. That is why I'm here, to give you this update so that you will be able to prepare all your documents for this application process before the real time for the application. So you've got a few days, about 7 days or less than that, for you to prepare for your application. Then you can hit the application and get it done. So I hope you're getting ready for this. Well, if you are seeing this video, rush now and get this application done. But then, how does this program work? This is the step-by-step of how this program works. Number one thing you need to do, you need to check your eligibility. I'm going to be dropping the link. I'm going to also take you through the website so you can see how to check if you're eligible to apply for this program. Okay? So once you're eligible to apply, you need to get a job offer in this community. Do not be afraid. They have published a list of jobs. List of hundreds of jobs which they require. So I'm going to take you through this job list and how you can find a job, so you shouldn't be afraid, okay? Then they will give you a form. Once you find a job, your employer will give you a form to fill. Once you have filled this form, you will apply to the community. They have another form which is just from the community, where you're going to complete the application stating the company which has employed you, your bios and everything. So with the recommendation from the community, then the community will make a recommendation for you. You can now apply to IRCC for permanent residence. Then you can fly to Canada. That is the summary. But I'm going to take this in detail so that you understand exactly what the procedures are, okay? Now, there are 3 categories for this program. People who can apply for this program. 3 categories of people. Number 1 is temporary resident in Mojo or in Saskatchewan, okay? Mojo community or in Saskatchewan in general. If you live in Saskatchewan, probably you're a visitor. You've just come to visit Canada, you're just temporarily staying in Canada in Saskatchewan or in Mojo itself, then you can apply for this program. Number 2 is for people who do not live in Mojo, who do not live in Canada, who live anywhere in the world. You can also apply for this program. And number 3 is people who have just completed at least 2 years studies in Mojo community. So if you have completed Polytechnic University Masters in Mojo community, then you are eligible to apply. So what are the steps to this application? Number 1 is to find a job in Mojo, like I've told you, and I've said before, don't worry, I will show you how you can find this job. I've got everything it takes to find the job, all the details, the website, the jobs being advertised, and you know, I can tell you I've got that details, and hopefully by God's grace, if you follow it diligently, you will succeed. But then you need to make a Canada CV. Canadian format CV. Your CV has to be a Canadian format. And again, in addition, you have to also use Canadian format cover letter to apply for this job. So you must do that, okay? Well, that is by the way. So when you apply, you pass through the employer screening, which means the employer is going to interview you, screen you, and find you worthy to work for him. And once you have been found worthy, then he's going to give you an offer letter, right? So when the employer gives you an offer letter, he will also download a form from IRCC, which is Canadian format CV. Your CV has to be a Canadian format. And again, in addition, you have to also use Canadian format cover letter to apply for this job. So you must do that, okay? Well, that is by the way. So when you apply, you pass through the employer screening, which means the employer is going to interview you, screen you, and find you worthy to work for him. And once you have been found worthy, then he's going to give you an offer letter, right? So when the employer gives you an offer letter, he will also download a form from IRCC, which you're going to complete with the employer. He's going to fill part and you're going to fill part. And that is actually an offer letter. But then that has to come from IRCC because they need some details to be there. So that's why you're going to fill it with the employer. So once you fill this and you've completed this, you have to also complete the Mojo application form, like I've told you earlier. The Mojo have their own application form, so you have to complete it separately. Once you've completed the Mojo application form, then you are going to also, they have a checklist. That checklist has a list of documents, for example, police clearance, birth certificate, your degree certificate. So you're going to use that checklist, check them one after the other, and get all your documents ready. So once you've got all your documents ready, then you will submit everything which you have filled together in this email, which is on the screen, and that is info@mosjo.rnip.ca. info@mosjo.rnip.ca is on the screen. So you take all these documents, including the offer letter which you have filled from IRCC with your employer, the recommendation letter from the Mojo community, all those things. Are going to take them and submit to this email. Once they have received your application form, the program selector will review your documents to ensure it meets eligibility to work in Mojo, to work in Canada, the eligibility of the role which you have applied to. And once he has ascertained that it meets the eligibility of the role, he will invite you for a short interview online. This interview is basically not the job interview, but this time around to check out your intentions. They want to psych you and check out your intention to work in Mojo. You just want to get to Canada and find your way out of Mojo and all that. So once he has done this interview and he finds it satisfactory, then he will arrange with a panel. And the panel will sit together to look at your documents and recommendations from the program selector, and they will decide to approve or to disapprove it. Well, chances are they are going to approve it, unless there are some things about your application that does not look great. So if you're successful, they will send you a notification and give you another form to complete. This form this time is the recommendation letter from Mojo. Once you fill it, you can apply for your permanent residency in IRCC website, okay? And once you apply for your PR, you can apply for work permit, and then you can move with your family to Canada and start working pending when your PR will get ready. So that is just the process. This is the simple thing about the process. So I will be taking you through the online system so that you see how you can do this application yourself. So I'm going to be sharing my screen to you to show you how to apply, what jobs are available, the step by step, everything about moving to more job. I mean to work in Canada and to apply for your PR. Yeah, so I would like you to stay tuned. Let's go through it together. All right, this is the website for Rural and Northern Immigration Pilots, RNIP, and this is about the program, which this is about the Mojo program. This is you can see supporting Mojo economic development strategy. Priority occupation have been identified as complementary to the area's strengths as outlined on the RNIP homepage. Priority occupation are set by the selection committee and determined using a variety of sources, including local employers' experience, historical labor market report, and future labor market projection. Blah blah blah. So you can read through. Well, note the applicants are also encouraged at this time to apply for job offer not listed in the priority NOC group. Your application will still be under consideration for community recommendation. So even if it is not in these ties, you may apply and the employer can come and recommend it to them. If need be, they will consider it. Okay. So look at we have national occupation classification type 0 to type 5. So let's see type 0. Type 0 is for retail managers, restaurant and food service managers, construction managers. So if any of this, then you can apply under any of these ties, okay? And type 1 is for marketing coordinators, information system specialists, specialists in clinical and laboratory medicine, general practitioners, and family physicians. So if you're a family physician, you're a general practitioner, you're a specialist in laboratory medicine, and even marketing coordinator, you can apply for this job. So for type 2, accounting technicians and bookkeepers, early childhood educators and assistant, retail sales supervisor, food service supervisor, other service supervisors, retail and wholesale buyers, agriculture service contractors, and farm supervisors can apply for this category. And for type 3, you have administrative officers, nurse aides, orderlies, and patient service associates, pharmacy assistant, cook, baker, floor cover installer, that's like tilers and all that, transport truck drivers, heavy duty operators. You can apply under this type. And for type 4, truck dispatcher, home support workers, caregivers, and related occupations, sales representative, industrial butcher and meat cutters, poultry preparers, and related workers. And the last type is type 5, food and beverage servers, food cutters, attendants, kitchen helper, and related support occupation, construction trade helpers and laborers, other trade helpers and laborers, laborers in food and beverage processing can apply in this category. So you can see that even all the ones that I can say unskilled jobs are also listed here. I mean, anyone can actually get fitted into this group. Okay. Now, how do you participate? If you want to participate, we are applicants, so we'll look at applicant as an applicant. If you want to participate, well, the first part of it. There are three ways you might participate in RNIP pilot program. Number one, you are currently employed and live in Montreal, so you can participate. Number two, you do not live or work in Montreal. If you're a temporary resident within Canada or you are a foreign national living outside of Canada, you can do what? Apply. And number three is that you are a student. To qualify for the RNIP, international graduate needs to be offered a full-time permanent position within Montreal. Some international graduates are exempted from the federal eligibility criteria for work experience. So you can see the three set of people who can actually participate in this program. Okay. And about the process, let me just take you through this once again. About the processing, the first part you're not part of it, you start from here. This is for the employer. Candidates apply for the job. Employer reviews candidate and select the successful applicants. Employer extend qualification job offer to the successful applicant. The program coordinator assess candidate qualification against the federal and community specific criteria. Then B is now the second stage of it. Okay, for employers that have already identified a candidate they would like to hire, employer contact the program coordinator. Okay, that's another step. So the first step is just what is applicable. The other one, the employer does that is not your business. Okay, so if you have done completed that, the next step is successful candidate in scenario A or B, then apply for recommendation to the most selected selection committee. The program coordinator conduct interview with the candidate. The candidate are presented for recommendation decision to the selected committee to recommend or decline. If the candidate application is approved by the selection committee, the candidate submits an application for permanent residency to IRCC. That is it. And yeah, you move to Canada. Okay, let's see. Then this is what they've said about interview. Interview applicants who apply for from outside Canada must be available for 15 to 30 minutes video conference interview. Applicants who are currently in the community can may be required to attend as an in-person interview at the discretion of the selected committee. So that is it. Okay, well, let's go to the job opportunities which has been listed already in Mojo. So these are the job opportunities, okay? Um, you see, they've got carpenter, construction laborers, front desk agent, room attendant, cleaner, accounting technician, bookkeeper, administrative assistant, business service manager, attendant, food counter attendant, food service supervisor, front desk, a lot of them. You can see so many of them here. Okay, can just go through them. Then outside of that, they say that other employment opportunity looking for work in Montreal, check out Saks job, okay, or the job bank. You can also go to job bank. You have to be registered. So here's Saks job. I've opened it already. Yeah, there's it too. It's open here also. So you can go and check out the Saks job. Now you can see 1,252 available jobs in more. This is just in restricted to Mosjour region. All these jobs, 1,252, is in one community. So if you are applying, don't you think you can be part of this 1,252? So you can come here and filter your job role. And you can select. So you can see here, registered dental assistants, kitchen manager, dental receptionist, blah blah. There's so many of them. I can't even go through one tenth of it. A lot of medical jobs here: licensed practitioner, nurse, casual, office admin assistant, pharmacist degree, registered nurse. A lot of them. A lot of nursing jobs are here also. So if you apply, then chances are you will be lucky. You'll be lucky and one of this general maintenance, blah blah blah. So there are a lot of them, software test coordinator. So I think it is a great opportunity if you take that bold step to register. I mean, after listening to this video from beginning to the end and see the step-by-step process, I don't think there is any reason why you should not give it a trial. And if you would want me to give you additional clarification, feel free to drop in the comment section after watching the video on YouTube, and I will respond to you and I will give you the necessary support. But remember that before you apply for this job, you have to make your CV to be tailored to the Canadian format, and your also application cover letter also should be tailored in the Canadian format. Then try to make your CV concise and put in the skills which you've obtained. I'm sure that if you go through this process, these guys will employ you because they are really looking for people to come and fill these opportunities. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I hope this video has met your requirements. So if you're looking out to move to Canada, I think if you ask me, Mojo is a competitive process for you which you can take up. So why not take this opportunity to apply to Mojo community and see if you're going to be one of the lucky guys. Well, there are a total of 11 communities running this program, and I'm going to take you through them one after the other as the application processes comes forth. So just stay tuned with me. Ensure that you ring the bell so that each time I drop the videos, you will see these videos at real time and apply immediately. Well, like I said earlier on, please do not forget to ring the bell, do not forget to subscribe. It is important you share this content so that it will be a way to support me, because while I'm bringing out this content for you, I also need your support. And what support do I need from you? I need your share, I need your like, I need your comments. I want people to know about this video, and for YouTube to also understand that my listeners are enjoying this video, so then they will be able to recommend this video to more people. Okay, stay tuned as we dish out more videos about immigrating to Canada through the permanent residency process. Cheers. My name is Martin from Finance Oracle.